How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews. Back with yet another review. About to get all bourbon barrel aged barley wine up in this piece, son. In the form of Revolution Brewing's. It's their VSOJ. This comes courtesy of my boy Chuck. Throwing down that barley wine heat. Let's read a little description, see what's what. As far as what this beer says, it says it's a celebration of malt, oak, and patience. Very special old straitjacket is a cuvee of English barley wines, each aged between 2 and 3 years. Say what? And our favorite bourbon barrels. Lusciously sweet and colossally complex. VSOJ is equal parts refinement and excess. Enjoy life now or store cold. This is 2 years old. I am very, very... It says very special old jacket. Okay, age 2 years. Extended barrel aging. Thank you very much, Chuck. I did the unboxing of this actually yesterday. That's how long I waited to drink this beer. And someone's like, man, those were going for like $60 on secondary for a can of barley wine. Someone sends it to me. I'm truly blessed. There you go. Let's dive into this sucker. See what she's got. I want barley wine. That's why I'm opening it right now. It has nothing to do with it being a pricey beer or a rare beer. It's just I spent probably a good portion of about 10 hours messing with computers. And barley wine is needed in my body. So, yeah. Label-wise, it's Revolution. I mean, it's pretty much they do the same exact can art, except for, a little barrel and some verbiage changes. I'm not going to say I hate it. I'm not going to sit here and say it's my favorite label of all time, but at the same time, I'm not going to say I hate it. And they got the black tops. Something about those black tops really does it for me. Now, that looks like aged barley wine. Probably looks a lot closer to like a Belgian dark or even like a stout. It's hard to tell these things while on camera, but it really does look like a really nice aged barley wine because it is not black by any stretch of means. It is brown. It's just the darkest brown in the history of mankind. Had actually a decent head on it, to be perfectly honest with you. Had about maybe a third or a quarter of a pinky finger of a head, but dissipated relatively quickly. You're talking about a 2-year-old in the barrel and then almost 2 more years in the can kind of beer. So, take that for what it's worth. Man, she looks all the parts of what a barley wine, or should I say aged barley wine, which is really what all barley wine should be, looks like. Let's get a nose. Fuck me. I just want to shut the camera off and I want to smash everything in this fucking room. This is like... It's not fair, is what it is. Oh my God. So, Chuck said, hey man, I saw you put out the bat signal for mystery beers. Basically, for those that don't know, I do mystery beers every Monday, and it's pretty much me just drinking beers that people wrap up. I have no idea what they are. And I usually post 2 every Monday. I lost 4 of them. I had my last 4, so... on the Monday I was going to post them. I didn't realize I didn't have them. I said, hey man, just put out a video saying, hey, I don't have mystery beers. I'm sorry. You want to send me some? Fuck it. Whatever. If not, it is what it is. I'm sure I'll get some eventually. Like 5 people sent me mystery beers over the past 5 days. And that was on Monday, 5 days ago when I posted that. And he said, hey man, I saw you needed mystery beers and I'm going to send you some. But I also threw in 2 of these because I just remember that you just celebrated 6 years, and I figured you got to have some special beers for 6 years. I'm paraphrasing at this point. And, this is worthy of 6 years. This is like the kind of beer most people would open on an anniversary, but I'm just opening on a random Saturday because I'm tired from messing with my computer. What has me, and I don't even want to drink it. That's the whole point right now, is I don't want to drink it because it's going to go away. The biggest regret I have right now is that I'm not opening this with somebody else. I mean, it's, COVID, it's quarantine. I'm not hanging with anybody. It's me and my wife. I'm going to make her try this, but she's not a big beer guy. Or girl. A woman, I should say. But man, I wish my buddy Keith or my buddy George were here just to drink this because they would appreciate it. It's meant to be appreciated. I'm going to appreciate the shit out of it. So, it's just sugar daddies. That's all it is. I mean, that's why I'm getting so hot and bothered over is liquid sugar daddy. Liquid black strap molasses sugar daddy soaked in 0 reduced. Okay. take a sugar daddy, take a pile of sugar daddies, throw that in a pan on very, very low heat. Okay? You with me so far? Take a little bit of blackstrap molasses, just throw it in there. Just let it simmer, very low simmer. On another pan, you want to put the richest, most delicious bourbon you can find. That is very vanilla forward. Toss a little bit of coconut in there. Reduce all that down till it gets thick. Not as thick as what you have going on so far over here in this pan. But get it nice. Reduce it down. Mix the two together. That's what's in this glass. And it's carbonated. And it's beer. And I drink it. Cheers. It's not even fair. It's not. It's not even fair. This is one of the best barley wines, barrel aged or otherwise, that I've ever had in my life. It tastes just as good as a 15-year-old Thomas Hardy. 15-year-old, like 12 to 18 years old is my personal wheelhouse for Thomas Hardy. That's where I like them to be age-wise. That's what this beer tastes like. It tastes like the original. Not the ones after. Very different beer. The original bourbon barrel aged Flying Mouflon from Trogs. Tastes like that. I think that spent 3 years in the barrel. What else does it taste? I mean, it's just delicious. It's got Coonan vibes. It's got it's got like just think of a rich, well done bourbon barrel aged barley wine. I mean, it just doesn't get better. It can be different and just as good. It just doesn't get better than this. And not to like shortchange you in the video, it is exactly what I said it smelled like, is exactly what it tastes like. It is the Sugar Daddies with blackstrap molasses with that reduced bourbon and coconut put into here and into this face hole and into my belly while it passes my taste buds. God damn it. This is just filthy. This is filthy. This is like this is banned in a lot of places, filth. Should be like a Class A drug is what it is. God damn. $60 a can. If you told me right now, how do I phrase this without sounding like an asshole? I don't know if I'd buy this for $60 a can, because I'm drinking it right now and I didn't pay $60 for a can. But let's say I rolled into a brewery or tap room. Let's say a year from now, me and my boy Keith go into like a random tap room in the middle of nowhere and they have cans of this for $60. I'm like, dude, give me $30. We're splitting one of those. And I've no hesitation in that setting. Now, buying a 4-pack of these at $60 a can, you're talking about $240. That's just crazy talk. Only reason I say that is because I know of a place I can go and get Hardys that are probably right around 15 years old, probably for around $15, and I'm going to get a similar, albeit different, similar experience. So that's kind of where the price point jumps to shark a little bit. But in a retail setting, I'm not even talking about the beer, because you don't need me to talk about the beer. If you want to know if the beer's good, it's good. It's fucking awesome. It's amazing. It's the best barley wine I've had in recent memory for a very, very long time. You can leave now if that's all you care about. It's just awesome. I mean, it just has so much richness, so much, it's just filthy, like filthy, not filthy in a way where it's like bad, filthy in a way like a fucking Mariano Rivera cutter. That's what it's just fucking filthy, dude. It's like a Kershaw curveball. It's just fucking disgusting. God damn. And the funny part is that I do beer reviews. Like, I have a couple beers sitting over here. You guys don't see them. Typically, when I do beer reviews, I sit down with about three to four. Actually, I have 5 beers going on right now because I did like a side-by-side thing. But I usually have 3 or 4 beers, and I start, with a mystery beer first, typically, and then I move on to like a pale ale, then a double IPA or something in that kind of order, ABV-wise, typically, and I climb up to something like this. And what I typically do when I'm done here, I'll go play some music over there. I got a big whole kind of DJ set up with turntables, vinyl records, none of that fucking Serato bullshit. And just kind of play with records, or I go play video games, or I tinker on my computer, shit like that. And I pretty much run the gamut of all those beers, or run through all those beers in the same exact pattern. I'll go, the pale ale. I'll go, next up to the IPA, blah, blah, blah. And I'll finish with the big beer. That's not happening tonight. I am taking all the other beers, I'm putting those in the fridge so they stay at temperature, and I'm going to go sit somewhere, and I'm going to sip on this, and I'm going to enjoy it. Because you don't get many of these. You don't get many. Chuck, you fucking motherfucker. Oh, man, that's so good. So let's do this. It's way too long already. I mean, a malt really comes through. You know what I mean? It's malt driven. But it has this kind of marrying between the bourbon and the malt that it is almost indistinguishable at this point. But it exists because you can't get there with just that whiskey barrel portion. You can't get there with just the malt portion. You can with time, and we're talking 15 years, but again, in this such short period of time, 4 years is relatively short for this kind of flavor profile, marries so well. There's zero booziness. This is not hot. I could chug this and have no problem drinking it whatsoever. But then it has this vanilla coconut thing that really adds this kind of cherry on top of everything else. There's a soft little barrel char in there. There's that molasses thing I was talking about, the Sugar Daddy's Come Alive. There's the date figgy portion of the show that's really kind of an organic version of Sugar Daddy. The way it all works together in such a cohesive package, because that's the best part of it, is that all these really large, robust, I don't want to say aggressive because everything's so rounded here, nothing's aggressive, just wide, gigantic flavors are all together as one. They're all melded together in such a perfectly harmonic and cohesive package that it's just good. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, if you have if you're against alcohol, or if you're against this and that, sure, whatever, health nut, and you don't drink sweet thing. But if you're just like flavor, okay, if you like flavor, food, cigars, beer, it doesn't matter. If I give you this and you go, that's disgusting, you're an asshole. And you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Is it one of the better barley wines I've had as of late? Yes. It is the best barley wine I've had. I can't remember the last time I had something this good. Bagged availability, I don't know what it sold for at the brewery. The person said $40, $60 secondary. That, my guess, is $15 a can. If it's less than that, if I can get this for $10 a can, I don't even know what the retail is. If you're saying I get this for $10 a can, I will punch you in the face because I'm happy. Availability, brewery only, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like old aged beer, if you like if you like beer in general, if you like, old quads, if you like beer, if you don't like this, I can get, and that's the weird thing. I know there's probably some people out there that are mixed culture snobs or lambic nerds and all that kind of stuff that they might go, okay, that's fine, whatever, because they just don't get down with the wide gamut. So, if you just like malt forward beers, if you like bourbon barrel aged beers, if you like aged beers, this is kind of some of the best shit you could ever have. And I think I'm kind of underplaying it a little bit. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beer as good as this one. You're not, though. I'll see you next time. Cheers.